Good morning from Breazeale's
Hello,
Grocery
hello.
Bluegrass, located at 5109 Liberty Highway, Pendleton, South Carolina. I'm Don Acevedo, your host today, and my co-host, Mr. Mark Stoudemire.
Hello, good morning.
Glad you could make it to the show today,
I
Mark.
barely did, but I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
I
he's
rolled
here.
in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Anyway, today's Wednesday, March the 19th, 2025. The weather outside today is 62 degrees with clear skies. The high today is supposed to reach 65. I think it's more like 67. A beautiful day in the upstate. From here on out, our days are going to be really, really nice as springtime arrives.
I have grandchildren, young grandchildren, so you mean it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah, the high today, like I said, 67. Beautiful day in the upstate. The low today will be 65 with no chances of rain this afternoon. A cool day in the upstate. And as most of you know, and I talk about it each week because we still got to remember those that the terrible storms that they had here in the mountains of North Carolina around that area. They were devastated. There was some deaths involved, and they're trying to get things back together, and most of you see it on TV all the time about people donating and their money and their time to help those people get somewhat of a life back and home. So keep them in your prayers. They weren't so fortunate as us, and please keep them in your prayers as you get up every day and say your morning prayers. Keep them in the prayers. Our shout outs go to Jane, Heather, Josh, Carter, Blaine, Hampton, Hudson, Kinsey, Kim, Josh, Blakely, Grant, Sil, Heidi, Charlie, Harper, and a longtime friend of mine, Mr. David Hall. Hey, buddy. Hope you're watching out there, and of course, always loving our son Martin, who's behind us back here. If you could see him, he was a great son, a great musician, a good boy, a good farmer, and we miss him. We still miss him every day.
Sure y'all do.
Yeah. Here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, we have music lessons during the week. We teach fiddle, classical fiddle, mandolin, and actually the mandolin teacher is next to me. He teaches mandolin and bass. So
Starter mandolin.
yeah.
Really starter everything.
But he's a great teacher. He teaches mandolin, guitar, bass. We teach mandolin, guitar, bass, banjo, anything with a string on it, we teach it. And actually, we have an instrument over here that we played for you several weeks. It's got one string on it, and it's actually a musical instrument, and it can be played. He plays it real well, one string. And it's got a tomato can as a resonator at the bottom. Pretty cool little item.
Tin can banjo.
Yeah.
One string banjo.
Yeah. So anyway, we have, in my opinion, the best instructors by far in the upstate. And for more information about whether you want to purchase an instrument or lessons, you can call me at 864-376-1482. Now, on the bottom of your screen, you'll see a subscribe button below. Please click on the subscribe button below to subscribe to our channel. Okay, hit that little subscribe button below you. If you're watching, you'll see a little subscribe button. Hit that button and subscribe. It'll put more numbers on our page. Okay, if you'd like to sponsor one of these shows, give me a call. There's no charge to be a sponsor on this show. You can come up, send a representative from your business, or you can personally come up and you can do a live interview, or you can just sponsor the show, and I'll read off what your business is and let people know about you. So let us know. Okay, you can follow us on our social media pages, YouTube, Facebook under Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, and Instagram under BG Bluegrass. So make sure you click below to subscribe. In the store, we're not a retail store, but we do sell a few items. We sell hats, shirts, mugs like this. There's a little grocery Bluegrass logo on it.
I had mine.
Yeah, Mark's always got his in his hand. So make sure you contact us to buy anything. We also sell instruments, fiddles, mandolins, guitars, bass, banjos, pretty much anything with a string on it, we can sell it. Now, if we don't have it here, we can find you a good instrument to learn to play on for a good price, and make sure that it's not damaged or anything like that. So give us a call if you're interested. Okay, our sponsor today is again Mr. Gary Bell, our banjo and guitar instructor here at Breazeale. Mr. Bell teaches all kinds of music: blues, rock, country, folk, and bluegrass. He is the brother of a longtime friend and musician, Mr. Larry Bell. The one that teaches Gary, this is Larry. So anyway, we miss Larry so much. Mr. Bell is here at the store every Wednesday to teach what he loves to do, and that is play music. He is here every Wednesday morning, starting around 9 a.m. And for more information, you can call Mr. Bell at 864-517-0044. Again, that's Mr. Bell, 864-517-0044. Or you can contact me, Don, at 864-376-1482. Okay, today we're going to talk a little bit. I don't know that I've ever talked about the store, so I thought about this, and I said, we need to talk about the store, what it's all about, what we're all about. So that's what I'm going to talk about today, and then Mark's going to play a little banjo, maybe.
Well, I thought if we have time, maybe we'll do a sample little bitty slow jam, because I want to talk a little bit about the slow jam, and we're having a slow jam party a week from this Saturday. It's on March 29th here at the store at 11:30 a.m. Saturday morning, and it'll run till 2 o'clock. And Mr. Fred Breazeale, who is a great banjo player, is going to do the lead on that, and he's already put out some information, which I have to send out to most of the rest of our slow jam roster today. So you should be getting that. But Fred will be Don's guest next week to talk about the slow jam, and he has a wonderful tablature book on the banjo of Terry Balcom. I think he calls it Balk's Banjo, B-A-U-C. Terry, passed away several months ago now, and he was known as the Duke of Drive because he played a hard-driving, wonderful Scruggs banjo. He was top of the heap. Terry Balcom. I believe his band was the Dukes of Drive. But anyway, Fred has written a tablature book of Terry's stuff, and he's going to show you all that, and then talk about, I think he might get into the teaching loop somehow. They've got to work that out, but he will be a great teacher also. So anyway, that is a week from this Saturday. So I thought, since it's just me and Don, if we have time, we'll kind of do a little slow jam to show you a little bit of what we do. Usually we do it 2 times a month, usually on a Monday night, and usually Jack Ellenberg, Mr. Jack Ellenberg, who ran Jack's Picking Parlor, owned and operated it for about 15, 16 years in Anderson.
That's correct.
And Jack is a walking encyclopedia of bluegrass information and bluegrass. I mean, he can tell you how bands operate and all of that because he has studied it through the years. So he does one of our slow jams normally, and then I usually do the other standard one, and now we're getting Fred into the loop. So anyway, he'll be here next Wednesday to talk about the slow jam, the 29th, Saturday the 29th, which he will lead.
Yeah, wonderful.
So anyway, after you finish whatever, if we have time, we'll do a little slow jam. If you're willing.
Yeah, I just there's a couple things that just popped up. One of them is I spoke with the guy that was supposed to die yesterday, and he was at home. He's an excellent probably the best harmonica player I have ever heard, or anybody has ever heard. He's a wonderful guy. I spoke with him yesterday. His voice sounded great. It sounded like he was back to normal. So continue to remember him in your prayers.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to him coming back here to the store. A great guy. I love him to pieces.
And he says his main instrument is the saxophone.
Yeah.
We don't usually get to hear much of that here at Breazeale.
I think he brought it one time.
I think he did.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic harmonica player and a great rhythm guitar player and singer.
Yeah, and
with
singer.
himself. Excellent singer.
Yeah, both him and his wife got cancer. I guess he got cured from it, healed from it. But anyway, his story, which I won't take time, but his story is a miracle. He's
It
alive.
is.
Yeah.
Based on what you told me,
Yeah.
it is.
It's a miracle. We got a miracle guy back, and I'm going to go see him next Tuesday. I can't wait to sit down and talk with him, and then I'll bring you back more information about him. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
So today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Breazeales. I don't think I've ever talked about what we do here. We do a multitude of things here that you folks out there might not know about. So here at Breazeales, we got a bunch of things. You know, this place is not just music. You know, it's for the needs of the people. Now, you know, Dr. Tomlinson comes once a month, sits over there, gets a black cup of coffee. When he's done with his coffee and listens to some good music, about 45 minutes, he'll leave. So we was in a meeting one time, a board meeting, and oh, that's another store. I'm not going to go there because that'd take up the rest of the store. But anyway, we were talking, and I said, why don't you invite your friends to come out? And he said, oh, no, I'm not going to invite mine. I said, what? He said, I'm not going to spoil. This is a gem, a jewel for me. I'm not going to share it with anybody. This is where I come for 45 minutes. I can relax, have a cup of coffee, talk with you folks. And actually, he learned to play the bass back there. So he plays the doghouse bass. And his son's an excellent banjo player. So he said, no, not going to tell anybody. This is a hidden secret out here. So that's true. If you've never been out here, if you live in the area, or if you're traveling through, stop here at Breazeale's Grocery, Bluegrass, Saturday night, 6:30 to 11. We'd love to have you. We treat people like outside these doors. They don't treat you. We treat them like your family right here. And when you come in here, I give you a tour of the back. And once you're done with the tour, you have become a Brazilian.
Brazilian.
You're a Brazilian.
Very good.
So you're part of the family.
Not
Considered
Brazilian, Brazilian. Brazil's Brazilian.
Yeah, Brazilian.
Brazilian. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is a place of freedom. A lot of people, there's a lot of folks out there got a lot of problems. You know, a lot of problems. When you come in these doors here, you sit down and you start listening to music, start talking to folks. You kind of go like this. Whew. You let your shoulders down and you sit back and you relax, because it's a place of relaxation. You got people, good music, and everybody in here is, I don't think that I've ever met a bad person come into Breazeale's after 18
Agreed.
years, you know, all good people. So anyway, the fellowship's important for everybody. It's a place to make friends. You can make friends here forever. I've got friends. One of them stopped yesterday. Mr. Tony stopped by yesterday, saw my vehicle here. We stopped and played a little bit. I played a little banjo, and Tony's been a long time patron of Breazeale's Grocery. That's a long time. We sat and talked and had a good talk.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah, he came by and we talked about doing. Actually, I printed out a song that I like the song, and he knows how to sing it. So he's our guitar guy. He does more country and 50s, 60s type stuff, but he's a great musician, great singer. I love having him here. He adds a lot to our store. Anyway, if you got some kind of personal issues or you're struggling with something, call us here, 864-376-1482. We're not counselors, but we can maybe help you walk through some of the things that you're going through. And I will invite you to Breazeale, because once you come in that door and sit down, you forget about those problems, at least for a little while, So, but you can come back next Saturday and get some more. And the next one, get another dose and get another dose. And after a while, you become regular and your problems kind of disappear, That's the way it works.
You were a pilot, and I always found I was a navigator, an aircrew member in the Air Force for a number of years, and I always found that when the wheels left the ground, awful lot of the problems stayed on the ground.
That's right.
While you were airborne.
That's right.
And you're a pilot. I'll bet you know that too.
Yeah, I flew yesterday.
You did?
Yes, sir, I did.
Fantastic.
I flew my old Saratoga. I flew it from Pickens to Anderson. Did a landing there, messed around and went back to Pickens and landed there. But, it felt so good.
Fantastic.
It felt so good. I didn't forget anything.
Well, good.
It works good. Everything works good. Mine's good. But like Mark said, yeah, when those wheels are up, everything on the ground stays on the ground, because you really got to stay focused on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it clears your mind.
And that's sort of what you're saying, the way it is when you walk through this orange pink door over here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
When you come in here, you just listen to the music and you sort of get a break from everything out there.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You get that break from the craziness out in this world today. Although things are changing, not real quick, but with our new administration, I think slowly we'll see some good things happening, in the future. Anyway, it's a place to learn a stringed instrument as well. If you've never played, you don't own an instrument, but you always had that kind of desire deep down in the back of your mind, come here. We'll fit you with an instrument and a teacher, and we'll treat you just like family. And you'll feel really at home, and the environment is really good in here for learning how to play an instrument. So, call me, 864-376-1482, and we'll get you fixed up. It's a place to show your talent. People come up here, and a lot of times I'll see a guy with a guitar. I say, no, maybe next time. So I'll eventually get him to play in front of the microphone. Mm-hmm. That kind of breaks the ice. Next time it comes around, they'll do another one. Kind of breaks the ice for people when you get them to do a song, their own song or a song that somebody wrote, You know what I'm talking about. So, and then they keep coming back, because it's like an addiction. Once you get into music, like an addiction. You got to be there, you got to play. I play my banjo here every day. Not that I'm addicted to it. I wish I was, like Mr. Stoudemire here is. But I'm getting there. I figure by the time I'm 120, I'll be as good as Mr. Larry Bell, right?
Okay, that's correct.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a place to learn,
Gary's here to help you.
to play an instrument, sing if you want to sing, or if you've never sung and in your mind there was a guitar player here that never sang. And he comes to all of our slow jams, and one of those slow jams, somebody got him to sing. He got a real deep voice, but the man can sing great. He learned how to play guitar here. He learned how to sing here. The guy, I told him the other day, I said, you need to be up here when the professional guys get up here. So I'm going to get him up here to have the band behind, because it's a lot different sitting in a chair when you have a good group behind you, picking all those different instruments. So we'll get him up here one of these days. If you're down and out, come to Breazeale's and join the family. And I promise you, you'll feel much better when you walk out those doors, just coming and sitting and listening. Don't you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Agree 100%.
Yeah. It's a place to be on Saturday night, and you know what? It's free. No cost. You come in the door. We have nice chairs. We have temperature controlled here, so the atmosphere, the weather in here is really nice, comfortable place, and it's free. Free. Where are you going to go and get this kind of entertainment and fellowship and everything? Normally you got to pay to go cover
Right.
charge or something like that. But I decided when I opened the place, I said, you know, if I have to charge people to pay the bills, I'll just close the doors. Because, you know, a lot of people don't have $5. They don't have $10 to get into a place. Now, I know that Bill's Picking Parlor in Columbia, South Carolina, he has a $10 charge to go in.
Like a cover.
Like a cover
Cover
charge.
charge.
But, you know, the guy seats like 300 people in there. He's got a nice, huge stage, a sound system, so he's got quite an expense.
Right, well, he also, doesn't he get quite a few pro or semi-pro bands
Yeah,
filtering through there since he's got a much larger arena?
yeah. But he's got to pay them.
Well, yeah, that's.
Some of that.
He's gotta charge something.
Yeah, some of those groups are not cheap.
No, I
Been
know.
through there, you know. I think Rhonda Benson's been there, maybe a couple of times.
Well, that's fantastic,
Okay, so
Don.
that's a little bit about Breazeale Store and what we do here.
Well,
Mark.
tell them the structure of Saturday night. Tell them what you do on Saturday
Yeah.
night so they'll know what to expect.
Yeah,
With the circle and,
yeah. Saturday night we open the doors right at 6:30. We have we have some people that come at 4 o'clock and they'll sit in their cars.
wait outside.
They're
Cause Don
just-
won't open the door till 6:30.
Yeah, 6:30. I don't open till 6:30.
That's the rule.
Yeah. So they'll sit out in their cars and they'll sit out on the bench and talk with each other. 4 o'clock they get here. They start pulling in the parking lot. I guess one reason is they want to get the best parking spot. Yeah, because parking's a little difficult.
It's a busy road out here,
Yeah.
Liberty Highway.
Yeah, and if this side gets filled, they park across the road, and that scares me when they crossing that highway. It's dangerous, you know. So anyway, you come in, grab a chair, sit on the bench, whatever's open, you sit down, and about 10 till 8, we pass a little jar around for donations. Help keep things going here at the store. We pass a jar around, and people are pretty generous. Some weeks I have to put out of my pocket because it's a little low. And I have some generous donors that sometimes help me out.
You do have light bills and you
Yeah.
got 2 air conditioner units that
Yeah.
run here in the
That's right.
summertime.
That's right. Insurance.
Insurance and all that. So there are business expenses to be
Yeah.
paid to make this available on Saturday night.
Right. And when you have a place like this, you don't get a normal insurance policy. You've got to get an expensive one for commercial use. So that's
Right.
what I have here. So if anybody was fall, get hurt and stuff, I got coverage to cover that. You have to, you know. So yeah, that's what we do here. And then you come in, you sit down. We got little concessions over there. You can get your cup of coffee, a soda, candy. We sell anything that's not good for you. We sell it. And I got to keep away from it because my sugar levels spike when I go near that candy store over there. So I got to kind of stay away from it. And then my co-host here makes sure that I don't.
Well, I was gonna say on Saturday night, Don's wife Jane runs the little concession stand
Yeah.
back here and she makes sure you stay
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
yeah. She makes sure that I stay away from that concession stand over there. The only thing I can get out of there is a bottle of water,
Well,
and that's it.
probably the healthiest thing back there. We know those soft drinks aren't.
Yeah. Now my co-host here, Mark, he's not supposed to either, but he'll reach over and get him a little chocolate bar every now and
Now,
then.
my wife's probably listening. You're getting me in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Little one, Julie. It's just a little.
Yeah.
The little ones. He
Then
keeps
we have a
in the
little
jar.
jar over there, and he just gets a little.
Never allow
about like
more than
that.
2
Yeah.
at a time.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, this guy here, man, I don't know what I'd do without this guy.
Oh, he
to
would
be
do
honest
fine.
with you. Okay,
But
let
I'm
me.
glad to help.
Yeah, let me
Heading
mention.
home.
Yeah, let me mention a little bit. That's something that's coming up in Hazelhurst, Georgia. The 4th annual Heading Home Fest, October 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th, 2025. And you don't know this yet, but you and I are going to one of those one of
Okay.
those day events. You know, maybe we'll
Okay.
get a room one night, and then because it's a good piece of way.
Okay, after you talk about this festival, there's another one you probably ought to mention that you and I always go to. But talk about
Oh,
this
yeah,
one first.
yeah. Anyway, they have the lineup of Willie Wells, Little Roy Lewis, Nick Dumas in the branch line, Retro 78. These are all excellent shows. And of course, the host band, Heading Home host band. So put it on your calendar, October 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th, 2025. Try to make it down there. The Heading Home group, they were here just not long ago. Great family. They got 9 children. They have 2 bands, the older band and the younger band. And they're all very, very, very talented. So,
They need to know about that.
oh yeah, the
You
little,
haven't been asked to advertise it yet, I guess.
yeah, they haven't really advertised it yet, but it's coming up. The Little Roy and Lizzie Music Festival grounds. That's at the old home
Old
place,
home place,
where Little
Lewis
Roy and his
home place.
family grew up. So, the date is May the 1st.
Okay, it's 3 days. It's Thursday, May the 1st, Friday, May the 2nd, and Saturday, May the 3rd. And read down some of the participants. You'll be impressed.
Let me see.
You want me to?
Yeah, well, you'll find it, Mark.
Well, let's
He's
see. It's
gonna
kind
share
of hard
some
to
of the
read.
people that are
Hard to
playing
read this
there,
thing,
you know.
but on Thursday, they're saying it's Little Roy and Lizzie Music Festival with John Conley and Little Roy and Lizzie. On the 2nd, Little Roy and Lizzie with Gene Watson and Rhonda Vincent. That's usually the day we go.
Yeah.
And they're already saying limited seats are available for the first 2 days, Thursday, May 1st and Friday, May 2nd. And on the 3rd, it's Little Roy and Lizzie and the Malpass Brothers and Dave Adkins. So I don't know, I don't know if there's gonna be others, but anyway, that's some pretty powerful
Yeah.
big hitters in the bluegrass
Yeah.
and country world.
Yeah.
Gene Watson's a big hitter in the country
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and by
that's
the
a
way,
good one.
I've been trying to. I got a text from, I don't know if it was him or one of his people, from Michael Cleveland to come here.
Wow.
And I just said his buddy that plays the mandolin and guitar, just the 2 of them to come. But I don't know if they might just bring the whole band. So I'm looking forward to that show. If they bring the whole band, I'll have to sell tickets to pay for those folks.
How can you get 300 seats in this room?
Yeah.
You need it if you bring those kind of guys down here. Rhonda Vincent. He's talked to Rhonda Vincent, but
I've talked to her
I don't know that that's going to work out.
I've
We're
talked to her several
a
times.
little
And
too
you know,
small here.
I know her daughter,
Uh-huh.
married, what's his name? They got a little baby girl. And I know him well. And I talk to Rhonda every time I see her. I said, how about coming to Breazeale? Yeah, we can come 16 pound. I probably shouldn't.
Let's see,
But it's expensive.
I don't think we're gonna have a slow jam today, y'all. We'll talk about slow jams next week, but I was gonna see Rhonda's daughter had joined the Navy and was in Country Currents, their bluegrass / country band, and Haley Stiltner, who
Yeah.
was Little Roy's bass player, had
Yeah.
joined. She's their banjo player.
Yeah.
Fantastic banjo player.
Yeah.
She's an East Tennessee State
Yeah.
bluegrass program graduate or participant. So I was going to look right quick and see who's in Country Current right now, because that is kind of can make a whole career. They have levels of musicians in the military. I think they're enlisted personnel, and that can be a great career. Let's see, Country Current. Let me look them up. They have been at Little Roy's Festival a few years ago.
Country Current.
Country Current, the Navy band. Remember we saw
Yeah.
Haley and U.S. Navy Country
yeah.
Current
Yeah.
band.
Yeah. So anyway, how much time we got, Mrs. Producer? We got 1 minute left, so we're going to close up the show here in about a minute. So again, thank you for watching. We'll be back next Wednesday at 11 a.m. same time, same station. So keep keep your ears open for the show. And we thank you for watching today, participating. Again, if you want to ever call me, 864-376-1482. Doesn't have to be during the show, anytime. And I'll be glad to talk to you and see what your needs are. So anyway, with that, we're going to say bye-bye. See you next week. Thank you for watching again. Bye-bye.
Bye.